the story of the week. Yes, Nebraska is 5-1. Yes, they're ranked in the AP top 25. But the story is Matt Rhule. And his alma mater, Penn State, opened up officially over the weekend after James Franklin and the Nittany Lions lost at home to Northwestern as a massive favorite. That was it. They pulled the plug. Franklin's going to get around $50 million in buyout money. But naturally, Matt Rhule's name has now come up for this job. He played at Penn State. He grew up a lifelong Penn State fan. As he said, he met his wife there. And every single hot board out there and all the insider circles out there suggests he is one of the, if not the leading name right now on the board to get the Penn State job. Matt Rhule addressed that to kick the week off on Monday as we get ready for this trip out to Minnesota. Your thoughts on this situation as we sit here, Steve?
Well, it's a situation. You won't catch me playing it down at probably any point. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the deal. I don't blame Rhule. There's nobody that saw this coming, that James Franklin was going to be fired 6 games or whatever it is into this season. I mean, there was nobody that would have guessed this 3 weeks ago. They were in double overtime with Oregon. Penn State was in double overtime with Oregon. It's just unraveled incredibly quickly. And now, of course, Matt Rhule's name is, I would say, atop the list. I think he's the first. I think, again, and we always do this, and we say things like, I think. It's not like we don't talk to people. I believe that he could be the first call if he hasn't been called already. And
being called could be his agent's been called.
That's what we mean. That's exactly what I mean. So, yeah, this is a situation for sure. I hope there's not Nebraska fans who think, oh, this will go away. Maybe it will eventually, but no, this could get really interesting quickly.
You said it's a surprise because of the timing.
We're
talking about this on October 13th,
right,
when they're 5-1 and have off to the best start. I know they did it
Since
last year too, but like the top 25, good. This is like there's a lot of momentum that the program hasn't seen in a while now, like to this level. So like to have this all of a sudden just get wedged right in the middle of it to where this is the headline now. That's the surprise. But you go back, it shouldn't be a surprise. Like there was always the talk from the day that he accepted this job that if Penn State ever became open, he would probably be their first call for reasons X, Y, Z. And now here we are. I mean, like the timing is a surprise. The fact that we're having this conversation, though, whether it's now or at the end of the season, shouldn't be a surprise because this was always a potential with him. I mean, he's never shown away from his love for Penn State. He met his wife there. He played there. He's got an affinity for the program, the university, the region, the state, all that stuff. So like this was always something that was on the table with Matt Rhule. But,
for sure,
again, I think that the fact how expedited this situation has all become, that's where you're caught off guard a little bit.
Right. Guys, we're over a month away, but November 22nd, Nebraska will go to State College.
And so we didn't mention that his relationship with Pat Kraft, the Penn State.
So Pat Kraft, the athletic director of Penn State, worked with him at Temple. And, Matt Rhule, I think, was instrumental, at least, of making the right introductions to help him get the Penn State athletic director job. I mean, they have a great relationship and friendship. Pat Kraft was instrumental in laying the groundwork to get Troy Dannon's name out there as far as a candidate to be the AD here at Nebraska. So there's a lot of connection between Pat Kraft and Matt Rhule in these two programs. But yeah, that November 22nd trip out there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what could transpire before then. This isn't like Matt Rhule portrayed it today, I thought fairly well, in that this isn't all bad. I mean, you want your coach to be sought after by other schools. If he's not, I mean, you're probably not winning. So Nebraska gets to 5-1.
But they're paying him competitively. That's the thing. Yeah, I mean, Matt Rhule's contract as it goes down the road is going to get up to $12 million a year. So this isn't necessarily a money thing.
No.
Like this is about like obviously a once in a lifetime potential opportunity thing.
But Penn State will equal what Nebraska or exceed. I mean,
they're going to go over that, but how much more can you go over 12 million?
Right.
I mean,
good point. Now, I would say that Penn State is the premier job out there right now. So they'll pay what they have to pay is all I'm saying, Sean. isn't it? I'm not wrong on that. I think it's the premier job open right
Yeah,
now.
no question.
Yeah.
And it's not a money thing in terms of what they're paying Rhule, but Rhule kind of laid it out there that money is a big part of it. And it's about the money being invested in the program. He said if Nebraska wants to compete, they need a $40 million roster. What's Penn State's roster?
I don't know.
Probably a lot
think,
closer
Sean?
to it than Nebraska's.
I don't know about that. I mean, but Penn State's won at a higher level. I think when you win at a higher level, it's a lot easier. But yeah, Nebraska, I think we've learned they have support, and the Peds have been outstanding with what they did at 1890. But you need more. I mean, you need more. I mean, and it's not just 6-figure gifts; it's 7-figure gifts.
Right. I mean, Penn State has natural advantages. Obviously, they have probably a dozen feeder schools. You guys talked last week about that seaboard, that where, you know, the DMV, is that what you call it, Sean? Where Maryland is, and Virginia and DC. There's so much talent. There's so much talent, and Penn State wins those battles.
And they have New Jersey.
It's come on. I mean, it's access to talent's not even close to, as far as if you're lining them up. What if I don't know. I've never heard Matt say it, but you could maybe characterize this as his dream job. You know, I mean, it's where he's from. He went to high school and state college. I mean, what are we talking about?
He's got a beach house in New Jersey.
Right. Yeah. It is what it is. I mean, you can't run from it. I hope Nebraska fans don't run from this. You just got to size it up for what it is.
I always knew it would be a possibility. I just didn't ever think it would fall apart on James Franklin.
That's the thing.
I mean, he had kind of like a job you almost couldn't screw up.
I know.
Yeah, if anything, it was like, would he take another job? Like, not
Right.
get fired, but would he look for an opportunity where maybe, you know, because he'd been having it with the fan base there for a while. Like maybe that,
Like an escape hatch.
yeah, he would look, you know,
Florida.
to propel himself to a Florida job or something like this. But
After
the way
the
that this has
season.
happened and the timing of it, that's the most stunning thing about this.
Well,
whole
he's
deal.
got about 50 million reasons, though. But I think we overplay the money thing. Sometimes you're like, oh, they're what? But like, there's ego, and coach's ego and pride is still worth a lot of money. And I'm sure
So he's
James
going home, by the way. Oh, you talk about
Franklin, yeah,
Oh,
like
I'm sorry.
he's going to get paid $50 million, but like, there's still a pride and an ego
getting
factor.
fired.
He lost it.
He's getting fired. I mean, yeah, you get a lot of money going out the door, but you're fired. That's rough. And I wonder sometimes if you have 50 million in the bank, how much does it, at some point it can't matter that much.
And these guys are wired so differently than the average person. They're ultimate competitors, and so that, like, talk about the pride factor involved in this, that's massive.
Right.
Like these guys are here and making that much money because of the way that their brain operates, that they can't ever turn off the off switch. And so when they fail and get embarrassed the way James Franklin did, I mean, that doesn't go away anytime soon.
No, and it's not, you're just getting money going out the door.
Yeah.
Doesn't really soothe that.
No.
I mean, you just got fired.
Buying a
He
new
already
car
has
ain't gonna
enough
make you
money
feel
that
right.
he knows what to
yeah.
do with.
Right.
You know, you get to a point like, okay, how many extra houses and cars can you buy?
So now, the other thing you wonder on this is, where does Signetti fit?
Yep.
If you're a Nebraska fan worried about this happening, one thing I think that could happen is, it's a long shot, but maybe Signetti would consider Penn State. Sean has made the comparison to Bill Snyder at Kansas State.
Yeah, I just think he fits. Like, Bill Snyder is never going to leave for Florida.
Right. No.
But Signetti has a little bit of Spurrier in him too, though. He's kind of got the brashness and the ego. But again, he's going to have a team that could have a first round bye. They could be in the semifinals.
Yeah. How long does Penn State want to wait?
Like, and then what if he kind of verbally agrees, then leaves them at the altar, and then you're screwed.
Then you're screwed. Now, what you hope is Nebraska moves into that realm where wait a second, Nebraska's 10-1. You know, now they look like a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
Is Penn State going to wait around? I mean, could Rhule effectively play himself out of it? That's what you kind of hope. I don't know, though. I don't know how that would work.
And that rule still remains on his original
Do you
contract.
see what I'm saying? You can't wait forever for these. Can you wait till January for a guy, Sean?
Yeah, but
The portal doesn't open till January, but still, yeah,
Can't
you don't
you
want
have like like third-party agreements in place to like have a pretty good feeling about what will happen.
Oh, sure.
I mean, but I get the understanding of the timing of wanting to get the ball rolling. Like the ideal thing is hire a guy as soon as your regular season ends, and then you have an entire off season. But like if Signetti's your guy or if Rhule is your guy, waiting another month or two, as long as you have assurances in place that, you know, that he's going to eventually come to you, I don't know if it's the worst.
Probably doesn't hurt you too much.